Hey folks, it's Reviewy McReviewface. Today, we're going to review some whiskey. Alright, so what we have in front of us today is a Canadian whiskey with a very familiar name. Now, I'm from Calgary, but you know what? I'm not going to let that, I'm not going to hold that against this whiskey. After all, I think that I can give a fair and impartial review of this whiskey, even though I'm from Calgary, and it is Wayne Gretzky whiskey. That's alright. I can still be fair. I can be impartial. I'm not going to prejudge it just because it's named after a hockey player from a city where I've spent my entire life cheering against that team. No, we are going to have a fair and impartial taste test of the Wayne Gretzky whiskey today. Now, you may have heard of Wayne Gretzky's wines. And I don't mean the ones on the ice. Hi-oh! No. So you may have heard that he does have a winery. So this is the newest product that the Gretzky line has come out with. It finished in red wine casks. It is produced in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. Quote on the back is, artfully crafted and blended to achieve a clean, smooth, robust taste profile. The whiskey is then finished with red wine barrels from my estate winery. The result is a unique and rich taste experience. Pleasantly balanced, refined, and intriguing. Truly a great Canadian spirit. It may be a truly great Canadian spirit, but is it the great one? We're going to find out. So rather than just taste the Wayne Gretzky whiskey and tell you what I think, I thought we'd compare it to some other names of note in the world of whiskey. So we're going to start off with 90 Decades of Richness 20-year-old Canadian Rye Whiskey. Now this whiskey is aged in charred oak barrels. It expects a smooth, luxurious depth of flavor, rich in oak spices, and light fruit sweetness. Some of these descriptions, I gotta tell you, I have no idea where they come up with this stuff. It tastes like scotch most of the time to me. But we're gonna compare 99 to 90. We're also going to compare it to the great Canadian whiskey Crown Royal. The regal blend of treasured whiskies, each imparting a rare characteristic to create this superb whiskey of unequaled taste. To be honest, until very recently, I didn't even know that Crown Royal was Canadian. Now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh yeah, it's made in Gimli, Manitoba. No idea. So we're adding Crown Royal to the mix. Then, because I'm cheap, we didn't get full bottles, we have the Gibson's 12-year-old. It's a lovely little bottle of Canadian whiskey. It has no write-up on it because there's no room on this tiny hotel-sized bottle. But it is 12 years old. So that's going into the mix, as well as the White Owl whiskey, which says less is more. It's the original white whiskey, has no color, but all the flavor and body you demand in a premium whiskey. Very interesting. From Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Same as our 90 here. So there's our Battle of Alberta right there. Calgary versus Edmonton. And then just to throw a wild card into the mix, we have some Ron Burgundy. Scotchy Scotch. Great Odin's Raven Special Reserve Blended Scotch Whiskey. This is our wild card. This is our curveball. We're gonna see how these all hold up against each other. So this is a blind taste test labeled 1 through 6. We're going to give them a try. I'm going to tell you what I think, and then we're going to find out which one I prefer. Will it be the Canadian favorite? Will it be the official whiskey of the CFL? Will it be something wild? Will it be something local? Or will it be the great one? Let's find out. All right, so we're going to go down the line 1 through 6. So we're starting off with number 1. Number 1's got a lovely color. A little hard to smell in these test tubes, but to your health. Oh, that's light. That's nice. I like this one. Now, I'm no whiskey aficionado. I know what I like. And I quite like that. It's not too strong of a flavor. Doesn't burn the throat. It's light, almost fluffy. I'm going to use weird words to describe flavors because that's just what I do. Number 2. To your health. That one goes in a completely different direction in the mouth. It kind of goes sideways and then to the back. Smooth. Bit of vanilla maybe? Nice. A little bit of woodiness at the back too. On to number 3. Down the hatch. Ooh, okay, that's a lot stronger. That one gives a little bit more burn, a little bit more spice, peppery. That's a wake you up whiskey. Number 4. We all know what this one is. This is the only one that doesn't have color, so it's very obviously going to be the White Owl. But I'll try not to be biased, and we'll just give it a sip and see what we think. Okay, creamier, smooth, bit of vanilla, sweeter. Almost a bit of a vodka type of taste to it. And that could just be my nose and my mouth going with what my eyes see. They see a clear liquor, and they think vodka. Not bad, though. Number 5, Slasha. Less enthused. This one has a bit of a rubbing alcohol flavor, which is funny. I would have thought if any of them were going to have a raw alcohol taste, it would have been the White Owl. This one has more of an alcohol taste and feel. Kind of numbs the tongue a bit. Gotta say, that's my least favorite flavor. Right there, number 5, least favorite flavor. And number 6, last but not least. Oh, very oaky. You definitely taste the wood here. Oaky, I don't know. It might be oaky, it might be some other wood, I don't know. It tastes like wood. It's definitely aged in a barrel of some type. Smooth, good. There we have it, I've tried all 6. Now I'm gonna say, as smooth as it was, I wasn't a big fan of 4. Didn't like 5. 6 was okay. 3 wasn't bad. I think it's down to these 2. Number 1 and number 2. 1's a little bit fruitier now, I taste. 2's a little woodier, but it's a bit of a raw wood. So you know what? I think I'm going to pick number 1 as number 1, ironically enough, followed by number 2, and then it's 3 or 6. So I think we're going 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5. That's our order, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5. So we're gonna take a look now, starting from the bottom. Number 5. Number 5 is Gibson's 12-year-old. I'm shocked, a little hurt. I had no idea that I would have picked Gibson's last, but it does have a really strong alcohol flavor. Gibson's believes the character is only revealed with time. 12 years has resulted in an exceptional whiskey pouring pale gold with coppery highlights, complex on the nose, with lovely aromas of spicy oak, creme brulee, and orange zest. I didn't get any orange zest or creme brulee. I just got a lot of alcohol. Sorry, Gibsons. I was kind of hoping the Gretzky would have been there. So we're gonna go on to number 4. Number 4 is, of course, it's White Owl. You can kind of tell that by the color, couldn't we? Aged in a charred oak bourbon barrel, then filtered to produce a clean and clear white water whiskey. The nose offers soft aromas of citrus, anise, and butterscotch. The palate is soft and round with subtle caramel and light spiciness and a long and flavorful finish. Next up, number 6. Number 6, I'm Ron Burgundy. Ron Burgundy coming in 4th. Surprise! I thought Ron Burgundy was going to be dead last. Ron Burgundy, apparently this Great Odin's Raven Special Reserve Scotch whiskey is a blend of 60% malt whiskey and 40% grain whiskey sourced from regions of Scotland with a formidable scent, says Burgundy. It stings the nostrils. In a good way. Whatever you say, Ron Burgundy. All right, so then we are on to our top 3. The number 3 whiskey is the 90. The 90 Rye Whiskey. That's our local Calgary boy. It was a very nice whiskey. I definitely have nothing bad to say about it. They say that it's aged in charred oak bourbon barrels and finished in sherry casks, which is why they recommended it in going in competition with the red wine barrel aged Wayne Gretzky. Expected tense aromas of orange peel, toffee, roasted nuts, baking spices, and vanilla. So we're down to our last 2, the Wayne Gretzky and the Crown Royal. So it comes down to this. Canada, did I, a devoted Flames fan, a lifelong Calgarian, do I prefer Crown Royal or did I prefer Wayne Gretzky? We'll find out. Our first runner-up, who, if the winner is unable to fulfill their duties as a drinking whiskey, will take their place. The number 2 whiskey chosen, oh thank God, is the 99, the Red Cask Whiskey. It did surprisingly well. Because of course I have no bias, but I didn't expect it to do so well. It is a remarkable blend produced from locally sourced grains and finished in red wine casks. And it's remarkably drinkable, remarkably likable, even for a Flames fan. But your number 1 whiskey today, and still undisputed champion of Canada, Crown Royal. Now, I don't know what that says about me. It might say that I have no taste when it comes to whiskeys. All I know is I likes what I likes. I likes my Crown Royal. That being said, And it does pain me to say this a little bit. The Wayne Gretzky Whiskey is good. So, if you have a chance, go pick it up at your local supplier. About $40 for a bottle. Even for Calgarians, it's a good whiskey. Just remember though, when it comes to whiskeys or any product out there, what you like is what you like. Taste is arbitrary. And I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just giving you my review. I'm Reviewy McReviewface, and I'll see you next review. Cheers.